Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Boost Tech here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I set up the PVR for when I'm recording and how that differs to the general setup of the PVR. So basically, when you buy your PVR, what you normally do is connect your PS3 or Xbox 360 or HD unit that you are using to record via component cable, and that is either supplied with the device or you have to buy it externally. And then what you do, use the component male-to-male cables that are supplied with the HD PVR to connect to the PVR itself, to the TV or the monitor or whatever, or projector or whatever output display unit you're going to be using. And then using USB cable that simply connects to your computer or laptop. However, this is an alternative method of setting it up just to get either better quality in terms of better image quality, or if your TV or monitor does not supply a component. So obviously this is a pretty technical setup. So what you basically need is your console. This could be your Xbox 360 or your PlayStation 3 or your HD TV box or TiVo box. So that will be represented here as the PlayStation 3 shows, and that basically connects via HDMI. And this device here is an input splitter, and I believe this is a three-way input splitter. This isn't really required, but it's just there in case you want to connect other HD devices to and select between them if you want to record off those devices. So this isn't really needed, but it's there if you want it. And basically you put your PlayStation 3, as I'm showing you here, into the input in any of the input slots. Then using the output slot on the device, you would again using HDMI connect to the input of what's known as the HD powered output splitter. Now there are some versions on eBay which aren't powered. They're basically just a plug and play type of unit. So you just basically plug one HDMI into the in position and just plug HDMIs off and into whichever devices you want to use. The problem with the non-powered ones is that they will only display to one unit at a time. So you have to basically choose between which device you want to use, since you can't output them to both displays for some reason. So make sure you buy a powered unit for this, as you are guaranteed to get it to work with two output displays without any problems. Again, this is quite heavy going on HDMI cables. You need quite a few. So one output goes to the TV or monitor via HDMI, and this is generally if you don't have a component on your TV or monitor, as I know that most TVs do not supply components anymore. So, and then on the second output, that connects to what's known as your HDMI to component converter box. And what it basically is, it has a HDMI input and a component output. It's as simple as that. But there are, again, on eBay, there are a few cables which seem to have a HDMI at the end and component at the end, and it's basically just a very long lead with no transition or converter box in the middle. And these are not going to work, as they do not have the necessary components to get to supply the conversion. And especially with the PlayStation 3 having HDCP, it will definitely not work. So you need a HDMI converter which is able to convert the signal properly and get it to communicate between, because what they are is basically a digital signal trying to communicate with an analog signal. You need a special conversion kit for that, and this box supplies it all. So once you work this box, you're pretty much sorted for the conversion. So you don't need to solder anything, you don't need to change anything around. It's all done inside the box. And then using the component cables supplied with the HD PVR, you basically connect one end into the converter box, and the other goes into the in position of the HD PVR. And since you're not going to be using pass-through, you won't need the you won't need to use the output slot for connecting to a TV or display, because you're not going to be using pass-through. Then using the USB cable supplied with the HD PVR, you simply connect that to your PC or laptop, and then if you want to use a headset, you can, and you connect that via USB or 3.5mm. So the reasons again for using this is if A, you don't have a component TV, basically a TV that has component inputs or only supplies HDMI inputs, or you're using a gaming monitor or a PC monitor, which again will definitely not have component input. So that these are the two main reasons of why you would be using this setup. So let me just go through it again. So you have your console or your TV box that you want to record from. You can use the input splitter if you want to. You'll definitely need the powered HDMI output splitter, and you'll definitely need the HDMI to component converter powered splitter as well, not just the cable that seems to have HDMI at one end and component on the other, because that won't work. And then using any component cables or the ones supplied with the HD PVR, connect these two devices together using the component cable. The HD PVR using the USB cable that's supplied with it goes straight to the computer or laptop. Then from there, since the PVR is unable to record audio apart from game audio, you can use a external microphone or headset to record or narrate over the videos, like what I'm doing now using a headset. So this is a very good method. It's a bit expensive, but it's really effective and you guarantee good quality. So this has been me, Boost Tech here. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a pleasant day. Bye for now, and feel free to leave any comments below, as I've mentioned before. So take care and have a pleasant day.